Can you hear everything?
Sorry?
Can you hear anything?
Yeah, I can hear it fine, yeah.
What a fantastic record that is, of course that's the Fluff Cats. And When You'll Be Mine. Anyway, well, we've got Terry in the studio from West Cumbria, who's going to be doing some bits on Eden FM, and he's getting his own station set up over in West Cumbria.
That's right, yeah, I'm doing all kinds at the moment.
Yeah.
I've been thrown into the deep end here as well. I've just been asked to do a radio programme next week. And I'm looking at the deck at the moment, and it looks a bit like the flight deck of the Starship Voyager, doesn't it? I'm thinking, what does what, you know?
Oh, well, it's all pretty simple, We've got a few sliders that work, microphone, earphones and stuff like that. No, it's nice to meet you anyway, and I've heard bits and bobs about you. Obviously, I've been,
I hope it's all been good.
Oh, it's all been good, yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Has anybody told you anything about me?
No, they've told me about the Doubledecks bit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dave Doubledecks.
yeah. Well, that's all you need to know, really. No. Honestly, you've obviously, you're getting stuff. You're starting radio and stuff like that, and you're going to be coming and doing bits and bobs.
Well, that's right, yeah. I've been working on their radio for about 30 years now. I've done hospital...
Not long then, not long.
No, not long, really. The old back's going a bit. I've done a bit of hospital radio. I've done some commercial radio as well, and I've decided to find out what was going on over this side as well, over in the Penrith area. And I'm also promoting the record that you've just played, because I'm one of the people behind that. So I've got many fingers in many pies and lots of irons in the fire. And if you've got lots of irons in the fire and fingers in pies, you're either going to get burnt or covered in gravy.
Yeah, well, my actual day job, I actually make pies.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say...
Apparently not. No, not at the moment.
Right. Okay. Then mum's the word.
Yeah, but it's just across the car park.
Okay, just across the car park next to the. Yeah, I can't even say who it's next to. Right. I'm not used with commercial radio. I'm used with letting go.
But they have got a food hall. That's all I will say.
Right. Okay then. There's lots of things I've got to learn not to say certain things. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm still learning. I've been on and off for about a year and stuff, but I'm still learning various things.
Okay. Well, you're doing all right at the moment. At least you know how to work that piece of equipment over there, which it frightens the living daylights out of me looking at that thing. That it reminds me of the old Doctor Who TARDIS setup.
That's where it came from.
Is it?
Yeah.
When you bring one of those faders down, does someone disappear, like off the transporter pad at Star Trek?
Well, it has been known. Our old Martin Cowan has disappeared a few times. He's probably listening, going, what? What the heck's he talking about?
Oh, it's a lovely lad.
No, it's good to meet you anyway, and I hope when you get things sorted over the west side of the county, we'll come and gate crash, and
we'll be in competition. We'll be deadly enemies.
All right.
We won't want to know you then. We'll just use this setup to get ourselves established, and then we'll say goodbye. No, we won't. No, I'm just joking.
No, it'd be good. It'd be good to come over and maybe do a odd show from
Yeah, you can come over.
Bring the Eden crew over, and bring a few biscuits over. And
come over to bring a few pies over as well.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit of jam. Apparently we're well known as being jam eaters over there.
Well, I have heard rumours, but...
that's Workington, not Whitehaven.
Yeah, Workington. Wookington. Yeah, that's it.
Wookington. Right. Well, thanks very very much for having me on the programme.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Thank you for playing the record. We were wondering why the record was picking up so much airplay, because there's an airplay chart on the internet. It's called Reverb Nation, and the record's been on release for about 3 months now, and it's been #1 in this particular location, the north of England, for the last 19 weeks. And we're thinking, who's playing it? And it's Eden FM, and you're keeping us at #1.
Oh, well, fine.
And the little cat on the motorbike, she's really, really chuffed.
Absolutely wonderful record, and when I was introduced to it, when you actually brought it in, because I'd missed it by the time you'd been in last time.
Yeah.
And Lee says, "Oh, why don't you give this a whirl?" Thinking, yeah, I quite, and I've grown to like it, and I play music of from the days of the 40s right the way up to now, which is quite surprising for me. People think, oh yeah, it'd be all this modern sort of some of it's trash. I will say that.
Well, I think you get that from all periods of music, don't you? I mean, I remember back in the 70s when I was a young lad, and I was playing my sweet records, and my grandmother was going, "Oh, get that rubbish off her," and then she put Jim Reeves on the radiogram. I used to think, oh, never mind.
No, it's good. No, honestly, as I say, we'll be working together, and we'll get you up and running, and
Oh, thank you very much.
You can take over the Starship Enterprise anytime you want. You come and do this show. I can go on holiday then.
Does 7 of 9 work here?
Well,
Off Voyager. I'm just wondering, I'm looking at all this technology, I'm thinking, is there a Borg walking around somewhere? Never mind.
Well,
I'm going off at a tangent. I'm sorry, I'm taking over here.
It's all right. It's upstairs. It's where it all happened.
All right. Yeah, I've seen upstairs.
It gets beamed upstairs, and that's it. We don't know where it goes after that.
There is a secret floor to this radio studio, and I won't tell you what goes on upstairs.
Oh, I'm going to find out.
Ominous silence there.
I'm going to nip up after the show and have a look myself. Then again, I maybe don't want to.
No, maybe not.
No, so thanks for coming in anyway, and we'll plug your record.
Thank you.
Have they got any more releases coming out or anything?
Yes, there's quite a few record releases actually. The record itself is actually taken from a cartoon project that I'm working on. We've written a lot of original music for it, and that one is the first one from an album which we've been planning for ages. And we've got a few single releases planned. I'm not quite sure exactly what songs we're going to do yet.
Yeah.
That's the first one though. It's called When Will You Be Mine, and hopefully that's going to be a hit, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, well, I look forward to hearing more material from the Fluff Cats. Yeah. Really enjoy it, and thank you very much for coming in today. And
thank you very much.
And yes, video evidence has been recorded by Linda.
It'll be used as evidence against you.
Yeah. Oh well. Won't be the first time.
Oh yes.
Yes, we had a couple of people, new starters in last week. Zoe and James, which are going to have joined the Eden crew, and I asked them to name like their childhood school song, and we got the Macarena, the Ketchup song, and the Beach Boys, which kind of surprised me from Zoe, but 19-year-old, and but I thought, well, the Beach Boys, I thought, well, that's good, and then the Ketchup song, and then the Macarena, and you can check out the video that they were dancing to in this very studio. I promise you, there's going to be no dancing today. Not from any of us.
Well, not from me anyway, because I've got arthritis. But especially, I don't think I'll try to do the Macarena.
Oh, well. Well, thanks very much anyway, and we'll crack on with the show, and no doubt we'll hear you. When have you been asked to come in?
Sometime next week. We haven't actually established dates and times yet, but I will be on the air sometime next week.
Oh, well, I look forward to tuning in.
Right, okay.
And we'll keep you posted here on Eden FM.
And you can have a good laugh when I make a lot of mistakes, because I don't know how to work that piece of equipment over there.
It's pretty simple.
It would have to be if I could figure it out.
Look, they let me loose, didn't they?
Well, that says a lot, yeah. Okay.
Okay.